Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Gerald. I'm surprised that you texted me. How can I help you?
My brother is on a business trip, right?
Yes, he is.
What's for dinner today?
I made beefsteak. You said that you don't want any dinner, so there's nothing left for you.
Huh? What do you mean?
I thought you were eating out. What should I do then?
What are you talking about? Make it now.
What?
You're my brother's wife, right? So you're supposed to cook for me too. Don't cut corners just because your husband is away on a business trip.
I'm not cutting corners. I thought you said that you don't want dinner. Besides, I'm not your wife anyway.
You're such a cocky woman. Looks like my brother got married to a boring wife. He graduated from a prestigious university, like most of our family members. I can't believe he got married to a high school graduate like you. You're so uneducated that you can't even think ahead. My dead parents are probably crying in heaven right now. They had such high hopes for my brother.
I don't care what you say about me, but could you please stop saying bad things about my husband?
Huh? You can't even cook well. Do you think you have the right to give me an order?
I didn't give you any order. Besides, it's not that I didn't want to cook for you. It's because you said that you don't want dinner.
You've been making a lot of excuses. Will you stop that immediately? I wonder why my brother took someone like you as his wife. You're really useless.
I've said it many times, but I don't think it's right to speak ill of my husband. I mean, I didn't know that you are that kind of person.
I don't show my true nature in front of others. After all, I'm a college student with a bright future. So I have to behave well in public, right? I've been a good boy all my life. I've been learning these techniques since I was a kid, because my parents have been comparing me to my superior brother.
Sorry to hear that, but personality is something that comes naturally, you know? So I think you should change your way of thinking. You're good at what you do, so you should use that to your advantage.
Shut up. You're just a high school graduate. Don't you realize that you're a disgrace to our family?
Disgrace? That's a terrible thing to say. You don't have to go that far. Your parents were happy when I got married to your brother. They said that they're glad your brother found a good wife. Also, my husband is very devoted to me.
That can't be true. Don't be delusional.
I'm not delusional. Your parents were very sensible and kind people.
Don't talk about my parents anymore. As your punishment for ordering me around, you must cook me dinner.
What did you say? Do you mean now?
Yes, of course. You got something to complain about?
No, I got it. I'll make it with what I have in the fridge.
I'll be at the station soon, so make it in 30 minutes.
I can only make easy dishes if you only give me 30 minutes. Do you have any request?
I'm sick of hearing you complaining all the time. Stop yammering and get on with it. If you don't make me a satisfactory dinner, I'll punish you further.
I'll leave the food on the table.
Hey, what's with that food? Are you trying to make me eat garbage?
I had the ingredients for meatball pasta, so I made it. I tasted it and it wasn't bad. I only had 30 minutes, so that's the only dish I could make.
A college student with bright future like me shouldn't eat meatball pasta.
What do you mean?
I threw that dish in the trash.
Seriously?
Can't you cook better food than that? There's no nutritional balance in that dish. What are you going to do to me if I lose my ability to learn because I'm malnourished? It'll affect my future employment too.
It's just one meal, so you don't have to worry about being malnourished.
Don't be ridiculous.
Besides, the only dinner I can make from the ingredients in the fridge was that dish. I didn't have much ingredients. I should have done some grocery shopping. Sorry about that.
I told you, didn't I? I said I'd punish you even more if you didn't make a satisfactory dinner.
I see. Are you telling me that you weren't satisfied? I think there was enough to fill your stomach.
How can you say that with such a lousy dish? There's no way I could be satisfied with that. Don't make me laugh. I'm going to punish you.
Punish me?
Of course. I'm punishing you for not satisfying me with your cooking. Why don't you satisfy my body instead?
What are you talking about? Please, stop joking. I'm your sister-in-law.
What does that have to do with anything? I'm having a rough time at college. I'm under a lot of stress. My girlfriend ran away from me. I need to relieve my stress by punishing you.
Give me a break. I think you've gone too far with your joke.
I'm not joking. It's your punishment.
I don't understand. If you don't stop joking, I'll tell my husband.
Fine. My brother's on a business trip, right? He won't even come to help you.
I need you to stop, Gerald.
If you refuse, I'll tell my brother that you seduced me while he was on a business trip. I've always been a good boy, even in front of my brother. So he will definitely believe what I say. So there's nothing you can do.
Are you threatening me?
I told you this is your punishment, didn't I? If you think I'm threatening you, you're welcome to think so. I wonder what my brother would think about you seducing me while he wasn't around. I'm curious about that.
You're such a terrible person. My husband will definitely believe me.
Then you can just text him now.
Cut it out. My husband is doing an important job. I can't cause him unnecessary worry.
I know. You'll make him worry if you text him. Then shut up and do something nice with me. It's the only way you can keep your current position as my brother's wife.
I decline. I'm not going to take you up on such a threat.
Hey, Sarah. You're in your room, right? Reply to me. I know you're there.
What do you want?
How dare you lock yourself in your room yesterday?
Of course I did. My husband isn't here, so I have to protect myself.
I had no choice than to back down yesterday. Do you think I'll just give up because you locked the door? I'll make sure you get punished. You're going to do something good with me today.
Never. I'd rather die. I'm not going to let you enter my room.
Is that so? Where do you think I am right now?
Well,
if you won't let me in the room, I'll have to go in there by force.
What are you doing? Please, don't be rough. You're breaking the door.
I'm breaking the door.
Huh?
If you let me enter your room, I can stop.
I refuse. If you dare to enter my room, I'll jump from the second floor.
Oh well, I'm stressed out too, you know. Breaking down doors is a good way to release it. Let's get serious now.
Hey, don't do that. You're really breaking down the door. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Shut up. My brother's not here, so let me have fun with you. It's not a big problem anyway. I'm never gonna stop until I do something good with you.
Are you crazy? I'm your brother's wife.
It's so secretive, and that's what I love about it. It's going to be a blast. You can even take a video to prove it.
What? I won't let you do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, you're breaking down the whole door. I want you to stop. Do you know what will happen to you if you do this?
Huh? Nothing will happen to me. I was seduced by you. It's a scenario where I did something I shouldn't with you. It's your fault. Of course, my brother will believe me because I'm good at what I do. By the way, I'm going to tell your parents that you were seducing me.
What a person you are. You're going to break the door, Gerald. Stop it.
Huh?
What now?
I got a message from my brother.
From my husband? What did he say?
He said he's looking for me right now. He asked me where I am.
Why don't you answer honestly?
What the hell did you do?
I don't know.
Liar. You must have done something behind my back. Otherwise, my brother, who's on a business trip, wouldn't be looking for me. He wants me to come out so he can talk to me. What the hell did you do to me?
Actually, I called my husband last night.
Why did you do that?
Why? Because you were threatening me.
I told you not to tell my brother, didn't I?
Even if you say so, I'm your brother's wife. We don't keep secrets from each other.
So what? My brother accused you, right?
Why?
Because you were seducing me while he was away on a business trip.
How can that be? My husband totally believed my story.
What?
Well, he was terribly shocked. He said that he can't believe his brother, whom he trusted, would do such a thing to his own wife.
You must have misunderstood him. I know he was telling you that he was shocked because you were seducing me.
Are you stupid? How could I have misunderstood such a serious matter?
And what did my brother say?
He said, you've been a good boy all your life, and you never got scolded. You studied hard and was always the smartest in your class.
Of course. That's my brother. He knows me so well.
But
what?
My husband said that being born to an elite family might have brought a negative effect on your character development, that you turned out to be such a terrible person. Your brother sounded so sad.
Huh?
He said he was sorry, but he was glad that your parents weren't around. My husband was just sad to hear that his brother has done such a terrible thing.
My brother would never say that. He told me that I'm good at what I do all the time. He said he wished he'd grown up like me. He was always praising me. Even when I was applying to college, he said he believes in me. That's why I have no doubt that he'll trust everything I tell him.
I don't think your brother will believe everything you tell him. What you just said was quite selfish.
Oh, I got a message from my brother again.
Because he's looking for you, right? Anyway, my husband just texted me.
What did he say?
He finished his business trip early, so he'll be home soon. He said never to let you enter the room.
Why didn't he tell me earlier?
Because you were banging on the door like you were about to break it down. That's why. I missed the timing to reply to his message.
What the? My brother told me to get away from your room? He wants me to come to his place right now.
Oh my, you better get going then. You don't know what he'll do when he's really angry.
Shut up. Hey you! How dare you talk to my brother about everything? I was scolded so badly since last night.
Good morning, Gerald. Just as I expected. My husband's yelling echoed through the house. I heard everything. I've never heard my husband's voice like that before.
My parents never yelled at me like that. I've never had anyone yell at me in my life. It's your fault that I have to go through this humiliation. I'm even more stressed out now. How are you going to take responsibility for this?
That's none of my business. You deserve that.
This is what happens when you don't listen to me. If you just let me play with you, my brother wouldn't have come home. It's all your fault. My brother already left for work, didn't he? Now come to my room.
Huh? Stop blabbering nonsense. I'm not your slave, okay?
You're the one who should be punished. If you won't come, I'll go to your room.
I can't believe you have no common sense at all. I'm not your wife, okay? Your brother just lectured you a lot about common sense, didn't he?
Then get out of this house.
What did you say? Why should I do that?
I don't want someone who can't satisfy me.
I'm so dumbfounded. Why are you still saying that? Your brother is sighing.
That was last night, wasn't it? My brother already went to work, so it's none of my business. If you won't come, I'll go over there myself. If you don't like it, get out of this house.
My husband's taking a day off today after a business trip. He got off work earlier than he was supposed to. It's all your fault.
What do you mean?
Don't you understand? It means I have my husband by my side.
Don't say random things. Are you thinking about winding me up?
That's not what I meant. My husband is reading your message. He's so furious that his face has turned red.
Huh? Are you serious?
Of course I am. If you think I'm lying, you can come to my room.
You're lying, right?
I'm not. My husband was helping you out financially, right? He said something about you being too busy with your studies and not being able to get a part-time job. That's a lie, isn't it? You used the money my husband gave you to play with around, didn't you?
What are you talking about? I stay in the lab after class and study till late at night. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, really? How come you, who don't even do part-time job, manage to buy things like clothes and bags from luxurious brands? I've been responsible for the housework in this house. Every time I do the laundry or clean the house, I've always wondered about that. A student like you couldn't possibly afford all that stuff.
You were entering my room without my permission. That's trespassing. I'm gonna call the police.
Do you have any common sense? I'm your family, remember? I live with you and I'm in charge of the house. How can you accuse me for trespassing just because I entered your room? Anyway, my husband is furious with you.
Are you still showing this message exchange to my brother?
Yeah, I just told you that, didn't I? And you know what? My husband said he's going to stop giving you financial support. He also said that he won't forgive you for treating his precious wife as if she were some sort of slave.
Why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense.
My husband also said that he'll never forgive you for trying to attack me while he was on a business trip.
There's no way my brother would say that. You're just saying that on your own. This is my house too. Why don't you just leave?
You didn't know anything about the ownership of this house? After your parents died, the house is inherited by my husband. You were a student, so he had no choice. He was going to share the property with you eventually. Anyway, legally, it's my husband's house. That means it's also my house since I'm his wife. Aren't you the one who should be leaving?
That's not gonna happen, even if you try to round me up. I'm a student with a bright future. My brother won't abandon me.
Maybe you're the only one who thinks so. My husband said that he and his parents are responsible for what happened to you. That's why he said that he's going to sanction you.
That's a lie.
He said that the world isn't that simple. You need to keep your feet on the ground. You have to experience both good things and bad things for your own sake.
Why the hell should I be sanctioned? It all started with you. It's because you didn't cook dinner for me, right?
You said you don't need dinner because you'd be late. You should at least do something about your own dinner.
Mom would have made it for me.
I'm sorry. I'm not your mother, Gerald. Besides, I made you dinner. You're the one who complained about the dinner I worked so hard to make in 30 minutes.
Shut up. Stop talking nonsense. Anyway, I don't want my brother to cut off my financial support. If I can't shop, I won't be popular with women. My pride won't allow it.
You've got a twisted personality, you know that?
It's none of your business. I don't deserve to be told what to do.
Gerald, listen to me.
What now?
I don't know how to say this, but...
Just say it.
My husband wants to kick you out of this house.
What? Kicking me out? What do you mean?
He said you don't show any remorse. You have no idea what you've done.
I don't understand.
I know that your family is responsible for the distortion of your character. But your brother said that he can't take care of you anymore.
Wait a minute. I'm still a student. How am I supposed to make a living if I get kicked out?
Your brother wants you to figure that out on your own too. You may be a student, but you're an adult now. He wants you to take care of yourself.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know, but my husband says so.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who has to convince him. Please. He'll listen to you, won't he? Please, Sarah.
What? You're disgusting. I don't want you to call my name. You were the one threatening me.
Don't say that. We've lived together as a family, right?
Even if I forgive you, I don't think my husband would ever forgive you.
What?
My husband said he would never forgive you for trying to seduce me. He said he can't let you live in this house.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to seduce you. I was trying to punish you.
That's a funny way to think, isn't it? Why should I be punished by you? I don't understand.
I apologize then. I'm sorry. So you're gonna have to convince my brother. If I am evicted from this house without financial assistance, you can at least imagine what would happen to me, right?
You're a student with a brilliant future, aren't you? You should be able to survive on your own. I'm sure your dead parents would wish the same for you. That's why I won't try to convince my husband. For your parents' and my husband's sake, I think you should learn to live on your own.
I told you, I can't do it. Sarah, I'm sorry. Please, forgive me.
I can't do that. And my husband is very upset too. So I'm going to block your number from now on. Before my husband leaves this room, you need to pack up and leave.
I can't believe this is really happening.
Gerald, who had never been scolded by others in his entire life, was scolded by his own brother for the first time. And he was kicked out of the house too. For a while, he asked my husband for money. But gradually, he gave up because my husband treated him coldly. He is now working part-time after college and living quietly in a dirty, shabby apartment. It seems that he is experiencing the life of a struggling student. I can only hope that this experience will have a positive impact on his life in the future. We are trying to get Gerald to live on his own. Me and my husband have found a new house, moved in, and are living in peace. In the future, we plan to sell the family home and divide the property with Gerald.
Nice to meet you. You must be Sylvia, Patrick's wife, right? Please excuse my sudden message. I'm Clementine, Patrick's wife-to-be. I'm sorry. I don't think I know you. Well, Patrick is indeed my husband's name. He works for SS Trading, doesn't he? I work in the secretarial department of the same company. I'm his colleague. Clementine from the secretarial section. I still don't understand what you mean by being Patrick's wife-to-be. I mean it as it is. Do you understand the word? Are you telling me that you just don't want to accept the bitter truth? I don't understand what you mean, so how could I accept that? I'm in a relationship with your husband and I want to get married. I want you to get divorced soon and disappear from my life. Am I making myself clear to you? You are in a relationship with Patrick. He is a married man. So you're telling me that you're having an affair, aren't you? In short, yes. But I'm serious and I don't want you to describe my relationship with Patrick in such flimsy terms like cheating. At least I love him more than you love him. And I think he loves me too. That's your business, but in reality, I'm his wife now and you're the one he's cheating with. I had a feeling that Patrick was cheating on me, but I never expected you to contact me like this. I was surprised. You were aware of the affair and decided not to do anything to deal with it? What a silly wife you are! It seems to me that you were completely abandoning your responsibility as Patrick's wife. I wasn't neglecting him. I was thinking about our marriage. We have a child who has just started elementary school. Divorce because of cheating is not an easy decision to make. Marriage isn't as simple as you think.
I don't think so. When you want to get a divorce, just do it quickly. After all, you just want to hang on to Patrick, don't you? Do you need him to support you financially, or do you still have feelings for him? Patrick loves me more than you. Please divorce him quickly. You should think about Patrick's happiness.
You seem very determined, but of course, I can assume that you are prepared for what happens after we get divorced, right?
What do you mean by that?
Alimony, of course. We have a child, so child support is also necessary.
You are a woman who is greedy for money, aren't you? What a nasty woman!
You are harassing me with your messages. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do.
Of course, I'll pay you alimony. It's a small price to pay to get Patrick out of your life. I'd do anything for him.
For Patrick's sake, huh? I see. I understand that you are prepared to do that. Anyway, as for divorce, it's not something you and me to decide right now. I would also like to confirm it if it's true that you were cheating with my husband. I will talk it over with him and get back to you again.
I don't think it's worth it. It would be a waste of time. Please get a divorce as soon as possible. I want to be married to Patrick on my 27th birthday. Only 3 months left before that day. You'd better get it over with by then.
I don't care about your birthday. You can do whatever you want. As for me, I have no intention of letting this situation continue for too long. I will discuss this with my husband immediately and let you know if we can come to some kind of agreement.
I'm relieved to hear that you are a more understanding person than I thought. Well then, I look forward to hearing from you.
Clementine contacted me out of the blue. There is no reason for me to stay married to my husband if he's cheating on me. After this, I talked with my husband and divorced him, demanding alimony from both parties. I took custody of my child and asked my husband to pay child support in one lump sum. 2 years later, Clementine suddenly contacted me again. She even went to the trouble of changing her number.
It's been a while, Sylvia. Sorry that I messaged you again out of the blue. Do you remember me?
Who is it?
I'm Clementine, the one who stole your beloved Patrick from you. How could you forget about me?
Oh, you're the one from Secretarial Department.
Oh, I'm not a secretary anymore. I'm a housewife now.
How can I help you? Looks like you went to the trouble of getting a new number just to contact me. I have nothing to say to you anyway.
You blocked my old number, didn't you? What an annoying woman you are. I contacted you a couple times, but you didn't read any of my messages. I thought you had blocked me, so I decided to get a new number. Please just stop troubling me.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that trouble. I blocked you because I didn't want to deal with you anymore. So what can I do for you?
I wasn't sure about contacting you, but I thought I'd let you know. It's not like I'm a complete stranger.
So, what is it?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, I see. Congratulations. I hope you give birth to a healthy baby.
Is that all?
Yes. Was there something else you want me to say? I'm not related to you anymore.
You're such a boring woman. Don't you have any more reaction you can show me? I was hoping for something like frustration.
Why should I be frustrated? I don't feel anything. I have my son with me anyway.
I lived happily with your ex-husband and we had our first child. You're now a single mother who is suffering. I have a husband with a high income who works at a major trading company. I'm a happy housewife, and I'm blessed with a long-awaited baby. Aren't you jealous of me? You must be frustrated too. Oh, I see. Are you so astonished that you can't even think straight?
Not at all. I'm happy with my life as it is. Don't worry about me.
You don't have to act tough. I know you're working now, right? Full-time job. You used to be a housewife, but now you're working. Isn't that too miserable?
Isn't it proof that you were having a hard time making ends meet? You're pathetic.
Don't tell me you contacted me just to say that. Do you have nothing else to do?
Of course I have something to do. How rude of you to say that I have too much free time. I have a full-time job as a housewife. Well, it's true that I'm living a comfortable life with nothing to do. I just wanted to call you to let you know that we're having a baby. I went out of my way to find the time to do that.
So, congratulations on that. You know what? Can we just end this conversation now? I'm busy.
I'm kind of pissed off that you're not responding more. Oh yeah, I also bought a house earlier this year. A gorgeous house, perfect for me and my family.
Well, congratulations on that too.
My dream home, a family home in Manhattan, with a high-income husband. It's so easy to make all my dreams come true. Well, it's partly because I'm doing what I'm responsible at. A single mother like you who is poor and struggling to make ends meet probably is now living in a small apartment. It's not something I should compare, is it? I'm sorry for you. Patrick didn't buy any house when he was married to you, but he easily bought a house when he married me.
Well, congratulations.
Seems that my current husband loves me very much, otherwise he wouldn't have bought a house in Manhattan.
I see. Congratulations.
Are you some sort of robot? Don't you have anything else to say? You should be disappointed at yourself. Why don't you show your true emotion? You really are a woman without any sense of humor. That's why you're so boring.
Excuse me, but I have to go. I'm really busy. I have to go to work.
Oh, I see. Poor people like you have to work hard to survive, don't they? It directly affects their lives. I'm sorry that I'm not very attentive. I shouldn't have called you so early in the morning. Well, I did it on purpose anyway.
I'm well aware of that. Well, like what you just said, I'm one of those people who can't live without working hard at a full-time job. I'm about to turn off my phone.
The baby will be born on the Christmas day. When the baby is born, I'll send you the picture of my child with Patrick instead of a Christmas present. So please don't block me this time. I'm counting on you.
What? The baby will be born on Christmas Day?
That's right. Santa Claus is going to bring a lovely baby to us. Isn't it romantic? At last my dream has come true.
Well, I'm happy for you. I hope you give birth to a healthy boy. I was going to block her since I don't want to deal with her anymore. I was a little angry at her for taking my ex-husband away from me and that she's still contacting me just to pick a fight at me. I decided to take a little revenge. I then contacted my ex-husband for the first time in a long time to talk about the visitation with the kids and to tell him about his current wife. A week later, things took a turn for the worst.
Hey Sylvia, what did you say to Patrick?
Hello, Clementine. What do you mean? I just called him because I wanted to talk to him about visiting my son. I just did the natural thing as a parent. What's wrong with that?
Those visits are always at the end of the month.
That's why I called him. I have to go back to my parents' house at the end of the month, so I asked him to reschedule a week earlier. I didn't do anything wrong, right?
Huh? That's enough. How can I be divorced just because of that? It can't be true.
Divorce? I didn't hear about that.
You don't know about that? I'm sure you planned all of this.
Patrick didn't tell me anything about the divorce. It's his family business, so there's no way I could have known about it since I'm now a stranger to him. I didn't think it would go that far.
I knew it was you who told him something nasty. Tell me what you've told him.
I didn't tell him anything. I just congratulated him on the fact that he's going to have a baby on Christmas Day. Did I do something wrong?
That's a lie. That's not at all. Then why is he divorcing me?
Oh, it's not like I blew it or anything. I'm just asking you a question because something strange happened after I said congratulations.
What do you mean by that?
If I count backwards, I'd say around the time you had the baby in your belly, Patrick was out of the country for about 2 months, wasn't he?
He didn't even get to see my son during that period, so I remembered it well, but that's strange. Were you with him when he went overseas? I thought maybe you didn't do the math correctly. What the? Is that how you find out? I never thought about it. I know, men doesn't really care about that, but I had a bad feeling about that. I've had a baby before, so I know. That's why I asked him if he took you together with him on his overseas trip. He said no. I didn't blow anything up, did I? I was just asking a question. Oh, it's just, well, things can go a little off. It's just a due date. Well, that's a little bit of problem. I mean, it's not that big of a discrepancy. So who is the father of the baby? Shut up, it's none of your business. Yes, you're right. I'm Patrick's ex-wife, so I have nothing to do with that. Okay then, I'm going to block your number. Let's do our best as single mothers from now on. Wait a minute, I'm having a baby. Is Patrick going to divorce me? Well, he said he was going to do some serious research. It might be quite a commitment to raise another man's child. Oh no, he told me this was a secret. Oh my god, did he really say that he'd look into it? I don't think that's a good idea. Will you be in trouble if you find out about whom you're having an affair with? If I tell you, will you help me? Why should I do that? You took my husband away from me and you're also trying to make me look miserable by boasting about how happy your life is. To be honest, I don't want to deal with you ever again. Because I was jealous of you for a long time. You didn't change the expression on your face even when your husband cheated and divorced you. I just wanted you to envy me. That's bullshit. How should I envy someone who is tearing apart other people's lives so easily? Of course I don't envy you. If you want to go out with my ex-husband and get married, why didn't you tell me honestly? I don't think people who cheat on other people's husbands are good people. There's no reason for me to help you at all. Don't say that. I don't know what to do. If I don't do anything, he'll really divorce me. Then why don't you search for another guy? Why don't you go and seek for help to the real father of your child? He has a family too, so it's impossible. I won't make it before the baby is born. You're having an affair again? Looks like you never learned from your mistakes. I don't know who the real father of your son is, but if Patrick finds out everything now, you'll go bankrupt. Oh no, I was going to quit my job and build a happy family in my dream home. What am I going to do? I don't know, you contacted me and tried to pick a fight with me. I'm sorry, I won't contact you anymore and I take back everything I said before. I'll apologize as many times as you want me to. Please say something to Patrick. I can't because it's not something that can be managed by saying something to him. Besides, I'm already divorced from him and we're strangers. First of all, I'm in a relationship with someone I'm planning to marry him. My son loves my new partner a lot and I want to raise a happy family with him. That's why I don't to get involved in your family business. You're going to marry someone? You've only been divorced for 2 years. Isn't it too soon? How can you say that? You guys got married on the next month after my divorce. Well, it's because we loved each other. The CEO of the company I work for now is very nice to me, and we've been together ever since. Company CEO? No way! Does that mean you're going to be his wife? That's what it means. He already has a house along with a condo in the city center. One of them is for work, apparently. That's not fair. How come you get to be so happy and not me? Because I haven't done anything wrong. Good things come around if you are serious and live a decent life. Why don't you live your life seriously and properly think about others? I'm sure good things will come your way if you do that. Please help me. Since you'll be the CEO's wife, you have a lot of money, right? Please share some with me. If you don't, I'll go bankrupt. It's his money, not mine. If you're going to ask for money, you should ask Patrick. I'm under no obligation to help you, so I refuse. Oh no, I'll be unhappy if you don't do something to solve this problem. Are you trying to make me unhappy? Huh? Don't blame others. You're the one who chose that path. Please, Sylvia, don't abandon me. How can you say such thing to me? I have no intention of helping you at all. After this, please talk it over with your husband and decide. It's none of my business. Well then, goodbye. Wait a minute! Please help me, Sylvia! In the end, the two of them divorced and Clementine became a single mother. Then Patrick requested me to get back together. After I told him that I was dating someone else on the premise of marriage, I never heard from him again. He doesn't even visit his son. Incidentally, Clementine went back to her parents' house to pay alimony to Patrick and the wife of the man she was cheating with. She is working hard while raising her child with the help of her parents.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!